Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am Grace Annabelle. In today's video, I'm coming up with my peppered gizzard recipe. It is Saturday evening. Let's put through the ingredients and get started. I have here my nicely cleaned chicken gizzard. You can also use turkey gizzard. 1 onion diced, a tablespoon of cumin, tablespoon of fennel seed. I love fennel seed. A teaspoon of basil, a teaspoon of oregano, a teaspoon of dried rosemary, a teaspoon of vegetable seasoning, and a pinch of salt to taste. My assorted peppers. I have half a piece of red long pointed pepper, 1 long chili habanero pepper as well. So I'll add my cumin, fennel seed, and dried rosemary to my grinder and grind this nicely. So I'll go ahead and pour my cleaned gizzard into a bowl. Add my vegetable seasoning. Next is the oregano. Next, basil. Followed by the salt. I'll then give this a good stir. Right, now I'm gonna add my ground cumin, fennel seed, and dried rosemary and give it a good stir again. The infusion of flavors takes place, okay? Yes, so after giving this a good stir, I will then cover this with a cling film and keep it in the fridge for an hour. Preferably, it should be overnight. But if you are doing it on the same day, an hour is enough. All right, so after an hour, I'll pour my gizzard into my saucepan or my pot. To that, I'll add my diced onions and bring this to a boil. I'm not going to add water to this. I'll allow this to simmer for about 3 minutes in its juice. Right, so after 3 minutes, I'll check on my gizzard. I'll give it a good stir and then rinse the bowl that I marinated my gizzard in with a little bit of water. Nothing goes waste in my kitchen. Yes, and then I'll pour that on the gizzard. Just a little bit of water, about 1/4 cup of water. Okay, cover it and leave it to simmer for 5 minutes. Right, at this point, the infusion of flavors has taken place already. So I'm now going to give this a good stir and then add enough water to cook this. We want our gizzard to be soft and tender. So I'm going to add more hot water to this. Give it a good stir again. This time, turn my heat down. And leave this to cook for about 30 to 45 minutes on a low heat. We don't want to rush this, okay? We want it to take its time to cook nicely. Right, now I'm going to work on my main ingredient, I would say, because this is peppered gizzard. So at this point, I have half a piece of red long pointed peppers. I'll deseed that, okay? Go ahead and then slice my onions. Put that aside. And then deseed my the hot one, the hot chili. That is frozen, so you can actually see it's white. It is frozen. Yes, so I'll slice that into half and then deseed it. Right, so I'll go ahead and then blend this. I'll just add a little bit of water to that and then blend it into a beautiful paste. Okay, I'll then go back and check on my gizzard. Right, so my gizzard has been cooking for the past 40 minutes and it's okay. It's ready now. So I'll pour it into a colander to make sure that all the water gets drained. Right, so now I'll get my frying pan or my wok on my stove on a low heat, low to medium heat. I'll add a tablespoon of olive oil. Right, so next I'll add sliced onions to it. Okay, leave this to fry, the onions to fry in the oil for about 3 minutes. Right, so I'll go ahead and add my blended ginger and onion to my oil. Give this a good stir. Leave this to simmer for about 5 minutes, okay? Turn down the heat. So this is how it looks like after 5 minutes. I'll then go ahead and add my cooked gizzard to my pepper sauce. Give this a good stir. Leave this to simmer for about 3 minutes. Look at that. Oh, goodness me. The aroma in my kitchen. As at this point, I'll go ahead and garnish this with some green bell pepper. Leave this for about 2 minutes to intensify the flavor in my green bell pepper into my gizzard. That's it. My peppered gizzard is ready to be served. Alright guys, my peppered gizzard is ready. It's as simple and easy as that. Yes, I'm going to pair this with some the name is not coming. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you again in my next one. Bye bye.